but it is warmed up nicely for us. Today is really about us being grateful for those that have served and served our country so well for all these years. And when I got the word that this may not take place, the answer was pretty simple. Oh, it's going to take place. And I'm grateful for all those that helped with it. From VA Secretary Collins to Undersecretary Sam Brown to locally Jerry, the VA rep here, to the Bexar County Veteran Service Organization. Just so many. I got a little worried that I might have to sing the national anthem. Nobody wants to see that. So thank you again, Rachel, for stepping up. That was absolutely beautiful. You know, today we'll hear from Judge Sakai, who has helped so many veterans in our county, here in Bexar County. We'll hear from Terry Castillo, which she's a wonderful councilwoman, and you know she gets her strength if you've ever met her father, who is a great veteran. We'll hear from Councilman Mark White, who's done so great of a work for District 9, and we will hear from Calvin, one of our veteran service organizations. But I just want to once again say thank you. We all come from different parts of the city, the state, or whatever it may be, but there's one thing that we all have in common. We all love this country. And I think Veterans Day is the day in which we remind each other that we live in the greatest country on earth. And we happen to live in the greatest city on earth. And the only way it stays that way is if no matter what, rain or shine, cold or sunshine, we persevere and we work our way through it, and that's exactly what we've done. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to turn it over to Judge Sakai.
Good morning. We stand tall today because we stand on the shoulders of our fallen heroes. Their legacy is the foundation of our freedom. This Veterans Day, my gratitude deepens as I reflect on my just recent visit to the National Medal of Honor Museum in Arlington, Texas, a place where the stories of extraordinary bravery and sacrifice fill every home. Standing beside those plaques and medals, I felt the weight of the courage that shapes our nation's history, the silent strength of those who gave so much for our freedom. Their legacy is alive in every artifact and whispered in every story. Later, at the Legacy of the Courage dinner, surrounded by veterans, families, and those who continue to serve, the atmosphere was charged with reverence and hope. The evening was a tapestry of tributes, memories, and heartfelt conversations, a testament that the sacrifices of our heroes endure in the lives they've touched and the freedoms we hold dear. Each moment reminded that our tomorrows are built upon the selfless acts of those who came before us. Let us honor them not only today, but every day by carrying forward the torch of courage and gratitude. And let us renew our national promise to fulfill our sacred obligations to our veterans and their families who are sacrificed, much so that we can have and live in freedom. In the words of Lee Greenwood, I am proud to be an American, where at least I know I am free. I won't forget the men and women who died, who gave that right to me. God bless you. God bless Texas. God bless the USA. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you on this real holy and reverent day. Let us always remember the sacrifice that our veterans and their families have given, and why we're here today to give them dignity and respect. Thank you very much.
Please welcome Councilwoman Terry Castillo.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. What it is an honor to stand before you today in a place where service and sacrifice run deep. Today, we gather as a community to honor our veterans, both past and present. But before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to Congressman Tony Gonzales. Congressman, thank you for taking the chance and stepping forward to ensure that this ceremony could take place today. Your leadership and your personal connection to this moment reminds us all that honoring our veterans is not just a duty, but a privilege that we must never take for granted. So thank you so much. As the proud daughter of a United States Navy veteran, this day carries special meaning for me. I grew up watching my father live the values of service, discipline, and love for our country every single day. And like many of you all here, I've seen firsthand the strength that it takes to serve, but to also support those along with the families. Veterans Day began ensuring that it's a moment of peace after unimaginable conflict, but through the years it has grown into something even larger, a day to recognize the unbroken chain of service and sacrifice. Here in San Antonio, we're supported and surrounded by that spirit. In our schools, in our churches, and our neighborhoods. It's in the salutes exchanged at sunrise and in the quiet visit families make to their hallowed grounds. The identity of Military City SA is not just about bases and uniforms. It's about the people. It's about you all who have made that commitment, that sacrifice, and continue to serve the city of San Antonio and Bexar County all year round. And we're extremely grateful for the service of the veterans, not just here in the city of San Antonio, but all throughout the nation. So again, thank you all for y'all's continued service, leadership, and ensuring that we all have the right to serve on council and the right to continue to stand for what's right. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Please welcome Councilman Mark White from District 10.
Good morning. Tony, again, thank you so much for putting this together, for having me today. It is really an honor to stand among so many dedicated public servants on these hallowed grounds at Fort Sam Houston National Cemetery as we pay our respect to this nation's great veterans. To those that have dedicated their lives to service and sacrifice, today we come together not just as a city or a county or as elected officials, but as Americans, united in gratitude for all who have worn our nation's uniform. This cemetery is sacred ground. Each headstone here tells a story of courage, duty, and sacrifice. The freedoms that we enjoy, the right to gather, to serve, to govern, were secured by those who rest here and by countless others across the world. Their service reminds us that freedom is never free, and that our responsibility as leaders is to honor their legacy through the way that we serve our communities. Moving forward, whether it's improving healthcare access for veterans, supporting military families, or strengthening neighborhoods, our actions should reflect the same values that these men and women live by: duty, honor, and a commitment to others. In San Antonio, we are Military City, USA. We're proud to partner with the military community to ensure veterans and their families have the support and opportunity they deserve. Veterans are a vital part of what makes San Antonio such a special place. No matter where their service took them, across the nation or across the world, so many veterans have chosen to call San Antonio home. They are our neighbors, first responders, teachers, business owners, and community leaders, and they're continuing to serve their community in any way that they can. In closing, I want us to remember that days like this remind us that regardless of title or office, we are all stewards of the same mission: to protect and uplift the people we serve. When we we work together across jurisdictions and political lines, we carry forward the spirit of unity that defines both military service and good governance. As we reflect today, may we renew our commitment to lead with integrity, humility, and courage, just as those who have served before us and who have put on the great uniform of the United States of America have done. Their example calls us not only to remember, but to remember to serve with purpose. Thank you. May God bless you all. May God bless our veterans, their families, and the United States of America.
Thank you, Councilman. Please welcome the Bexar County Military and Veterans Service Office Veterans Service Manager, Calvin Henry.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Calvin Henry. I'm a retired United States Marine. I think you can see that, right? Hoorah. I currently serve as the Benefits Manager for the Department of Military and Veterans Services. It is my honor and privilege to be here today for the 2025 Fort Sam Veterans Ceremony, as we recognize and honor America's heroes, Bexar County heroes, our heroes. There are heroes among us. We celebrate Veterans Day on the anniversary of the end of the World War I, a war that ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. The first Veterans Day, known as Armistice Day, was declared a National Day of Remembrance by President Woodrow Wilson in 1919. Over time, we have gone from recognizing who has served in one war to a day in which we honor all American veterans from all wars, as well as those who served in times of peace and stood ready to answer the call of freedom. I'd like to take a minute to tell you about those. Our American military is a wonderful slice of America. Service members come from all walks of life. They come from every different race and ethnic background. They come from different religious and economic backgrounds. They come from different educational and social backgrounds. And they represent the diversity of our great nation. The military does an amazing job of bringing these young men and women together, giving them extremely challenging requirements with finite resources, and expecting them to perform exceptionally well. And they do. They do succeed. They succeed because they put others before themselves. They succeed because they have dedication to duty. They have courage, pride, commitment, the honor, and integrity. And many, as here, standing and sitting here today, represent hundreds of thousands of veterans in our community. Our veterans are community employees. They're city employees. They're police officers, firefighters, teachers, nurses, lab techs, and store clerks. In many ways, they seem to appear as the ordinary citizen. But in reality, they're ordinary citizen, they're extraordinary. They're our American heroes. They're our American future. They're the county's heroes. As a county, we take care of our veterans. As a city, we take care of our veterans. And as a country, we take care of our veterans. Our military is the best in the world. They have superb training, they have the best equipment available, and we have great leaders. But most importantly, the men and women who wear the military uniform have the support of the American people. And every chance we get, we should honor them and the sacrifices that they made. Not just on Veterans Day, but every day. Some of the sacrifices that the veterans make, what are those? What do we give up? We give up times with our family.
to enjoy, so that others can enjoy times with theirs. We miss special occasions like wedding anniversaries, children's birthdays, dance recitals, soccer practice, Thanksgiving, Christmas, spring break, so that others can do with their family. We miss Christmas so others can enjoy the time with theirs. Veterans Day is set aside to remember every man and woman who stood up to defend our country. We honor every soldier, every sailor, airman, Marine, Coast Guardman, and Guardian who has gave the best of their life to serve our country so that we can live safely in ours. President John F. Kennedy once said, "A nation reveals itself not only by the people it produces, but also by the people it honors and the people it remembers." Over 175,000 veterans walk among us in Bexar County. On this day, Bexar County honors them all. If you're a veteran here today, and you can, please stand with me and celebrate. There are heroes among us. Thank you again for me being here today. Thank you for allowing us to be here today. Again, my name is Calvin J. Henry, and these are brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters, and we are veterans. Hoorah.
Thank you, Calvin. And thank you to our speakers for your heartfelt words. We will now take a moment to honor and remember those who gave their lives in service to our country, the men and women who never returned home, the heart of our nation.
right before the benediction, I just want to once again, on behalf of a grateful nation, thank you for coming out today. Thank you for all the veterans that have served Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Space Force, and seeing the crowd. I also want to say thank you to the people that did not serve but are helping others. I think of Sig Christensen, who's a writer for the Express News that has covered a lot of different conflicts throughout our time. Thank you for him. And then I see these two beautiful girls in front and the beautiful little boy, far well behaved than my children. And I think of all the family members. Many of us are I'm a son and a grandson of an Army veteran. A lot of us are sons and daughters of veterans as well. To all the family members as well that have really sacrificed so much of their time giving their parents away to our country, I cannot thank you enough. And I think the chaplain is going to close us out. Is that right? Who looks sharp as ever? If you can't even tell, it's been a very Navy-centric ceremony. A little bit of the Master Chief in me is bleeding through, but here we go. Thank you. Close us out.
Let us pray. Dear God, as our service comes to a close, we give thanks to you for allowing the privilege to honor you and honor our veterans. Thank you for their sacrifices, for enduring hardships for our country. Let us never forget their service to our nation. Thank you, dear God, for our veterans. We ask you, bless those who have served and those who are in service on this day. And it's with grateful hearts that we pray. Amen.
Thank you to who made today possible. Thank you for joining us in this tribute to America's heroes. As we depart, may we carry forward the spirit of gratitude and service that defines this day. This concludes the 2025 Veterans Day ceremony. Thank you, and may God bless you, our veterans in the United States of America.
Very careful.